Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you came. And if you've been here before, what's up, homies? Today was a long day. I'm about to go to swimming class, and then once I get home, I'm going to catch you guys up on what's been going on. I finished swimming class. It wore me out. I'm tired, but I am craving chicken. I got some olives, some homemade tzatziki sauce, and a little libation. I'm on my cycle, and earlier today, like during lunch at my job, I didn't eat a lot. I really wasn't that super hungry. And then I ate my dinner early because then I got super hungry like later, and now I'm starving. I need sustenance. You know, it's the izakaya. Izakaya is like a Japanese bar, but like a pub. And there's an izakaya here. There's several of them, but one of the places I love their chicken. Anyway, I'm gonna do a third quarter check-in. Excuse me. So I will say that this past quarter, I really am proud of myself, because out of the 9 goals that I'd set, I accomplished 6 of those. And honestly, I'm very proud of myself because of that. Okay, so let's go through what the overall goals were. I am trying something new and filming on my iPad. We'll see if I like it for like these type of videos, because it takes up a lot of space on my phone. Okay, so I said that I was going to finish The Artist's Way, pay off $1,500 of credit card debt, finish The Financial Feminist, consistently draw for 15 hours a week, complete weekly art challenges, consistently study Korean at least 9 hours a week, post twice a month on YouTube, post on TikTok and Insta at least once a week, and post a YouTube and, social media video in Korean. Out of those 9, I finished The Artist's Way. I finished reading the book. There are some tasks that I didn't complete that I want to spend a little bit more time completing, because honestly, I procrastinated until like the week before the end of the month and read, and then like the last 3 chapters I just could not finish reading. So I got one of those apps where you can like put in the text and then have it read it to you. That was a lifesaver. I still got the information that I needed from it. There are some tasks that I want to do, and I'll tell you guys later about like what that was like for me. Now, I say finished it. I did finish the book. I didn't finish some of the tasks, but I'm very proud of myself for that, so I'm going to give myself that. Finishing The Financial Feminist. I finished that one. Now, that was an audiobook. I cannot read self-help books. I find them to be very boring. And while, yes, the information is good information, it's not keeping my attention to continue to read. It's a chore to read, and I enjoy reading, and listening to it while I'm doing my other tasks was a lot better. And I think the next time I choose a self-help book to read, I'm gonna go that route instead of, you know, reading it physically. And then I think during that time, I can carve out some time, like, okay, I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna take notes. I think I can do that. I think I feel better and more confident in getting through it if I did it that way. Consistently study Korean at least 9 hours a week. And that is something that I have been doing. I joined a Korean class. So, like I said in my previous video, the government offers Korean classes. When I first came here, those classes were 8 hours a day. No, 8 hours every Saturday in a different city. One, my money wasn't there to be traveling like that. And two, I was already exhausted from working. There was no way I was going to give up 8 hours of my Saturday to go and study Korean. And so I had been studying on my own, studying with my friends, taking free classes that the government also provided, Daejeon also provided, that wasn't all these hours. And that helped me in this place where I can get by, where I can have basic conversation, where if you tell me something slowly, I can like kind of figure out, you know, if it's something easy, I can figure out what it is and then answer. But I'm taking these classes because I want to change my visa, like I said, and I want an F27 visa, and that would allow me to have any type of career that I want, and not just be a teacher. And in order to get that visa, I need to be at a high proficiency in Korean, because of the points that it will give if I am. I keep saying and like I did speech class, right? The teacher would film me. This visa requires points, okay? The bare minimum you would need is 80 to get 1 year. That's just 1 year. And there are a bunch of different factors. Your age, how much you make, there we go again. How much you make, how it helps if you've been here for a while, and there's so many other things, like what your degree is, if you volunteered. So I'm at the point where I need to get my visa now because I didn't get it at the peak of like the most points I can get for my age. Once you hit 30, it goes down, okay? Once I hit 35, it goes down again. So I'm trying to get as much points as I can before it goes down again. So I'm working on that. I've been taking the classes, and the classes are twice a week, Saturday and Sunday, for 4 hours each. And it's still in my city, which is so convenient. It's so great. And the classes are easy right now, and the teacher is very helpful, and she doesn't speak English, so everything I have to say to her is in Korean, which is good for me, you know, continuing. But I can also ask questions that I really needed clarification on, grammar wise, sentence structure wise. And so I'm happy that I'm taking the classes. I wanted to take level 2 right off the bat. I was going to study, take level 2 to lessen the amount of time, because each level is 3 months. Level 0 is like 2 weekends, and then the first level is 3 months, and so on and so forth until the 5th level. And you can only get to the next level if you pass the test. And so I need to make sure I pass the test so I can finish this by this time next year. You'll be hearing a lot different from me about where I am visa-wise. Fingers crossed. Okay. Post a YouTube video and a social media video in Korean. I did that. That was very difficult because I didn't want to just have something simple. I always do a lot. and I needed a lot of help translating the things that I wanted to say so that I can give you like a real good video. And my intonation is not the best, so it's definitely very monotone, which, my bad, y'all. I'm trying. My friend was like, it's good. My co-teacher was like, Brittany, just have Florida sound. You're fine. I'm like, no, I'm gonna sound like you. She's like, I'm 50 years old, Brittany. I've been speaking Korean all my life. Of course you're not gonna sound like me. But I will one day. Okay, so you wanna know something? Side note. I didn't like olives like my whole life. I didn't like olives. And then I had a charcuterie board. And the olives were on the charcuterie board. And it was like my life changed. And then I realized, this is delicious. A lot of things change from, like, you know, when you are a kid, what you don't like, as an adult, you find you like it. This chicken is so good, y'all. Give me a second. The owner of this izakaya that I went to get the chicken from, it's really nice. I've been there a couple of times, and he knows my face. And he was like, where you going? I said, I'm going home. He was like, what? No, eat here. No, bro, you're not about to take all my money. So the first time I went by myself. It was really good. I went a second time, and oftentimes when Korean people meet foreigners and they don't know English, they feel really nervous, and they're like, and he was like, she been here before, she knows what to do. I was only here once. I've only been there once. And he was like, she knows what to do, don't worry about it. So then after that, I just kept coming around, and then one day he was like, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, no, this is expensive. This was around the time that I put out the video for the festival. It was like right before the festival. I was like, no, I don't got no money, this is expensive. The very next day was the festival, and I was like, you know what, let me go walk around the festival. I have a little cocktail, have a little snacky snack. Tell me why the owner went for a walk, and he saw me at the festival, and he was like, give me the face like, I thought you didn't have any money. And I was like, I've been caught. So then when I went in there the next day, he was like, oh, so you want to eat here today? You don't want to eat at the other place? And I was like, listen, bro. They don't serve himon pajeon, and that is my jam. Himon pajeon is a seafood pancake, and it's not like the American style pancake. It's just something that's shaped in the form of a pancake. It's doughy, it's bready, and it has things inside of it. So it's not like something that is savory. It's savory, but it's not like syrupy savory. It's not like a sweet breakfast. It's a dinner, it's a lunch. It could be a snack. It's so delicious. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Post on TikTok or Insta at least once a week. I did that. I was very proud of myself. I just was overthinking. And it left me not wanting to post anything because I was like, oh, this is not gonna go. It's not good. People are not gonna want to see this. But then I was just like, what do I want to see? And then post twice a month on YouTube. Now, I did this. I will say that there was one day that I was a little late, but it was still within the month in America. And it was kind of how I did the book, The Artist's Way.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Let's talk about what I didn't accomplish. pay off $1,500 of credit card debt. I paid off $12.50, and then I used it up again. Consistently draw 15 hours a week and complete weekly art challenges. Honestly, I just had no time. So like I was telling you guys before, I wanted to do, for the visa, I wanted to go to level 2. There was a test that I was supposed to take that I wanted to take. However, it was on the day that I threw a party. I threw a summer party, which I did film for, but I just wasn't feeling it. And in the party itself, I did not film. I was so stressed, trying to make sure everyone was having a good time, being a good host, making sure everything was ready. Things were like not working, and I was just drinking more than I was eating. And my friends were like, "Brittany, please eat." And I ate a little bit, which I really wish I would have made a plate. And so I say that to say that my mind was on this party. My mind was on camp. My mind was on resting. I was exhausted. That I just had no motivation to pick up a pencil, to pick up my art pen, my Apple pen, to do any type of art. So yeah, I didn't do anything. However, this new quarter, it's all about art. It's all about art in every way, shape, or form. Why, Brittany? Let me tell you. Okay, I'm good. So, I want to change my visa, right? I want to have a new career. I want to be a full-time artist, and my art needs to be there.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes? 30, yes.
I want to put out a webtoon. As long as I can remember, I have always had stories in my head. I would make a story and it would be stored in my head, and I still have stories from when I was in high school. Still in my head. Some of them are written down, some of them I haven't, and they're still stored in there. And give me a minute and I can recollect all of it. And so I want to put those stories out on paper. I want to see those stories out on paper, not just in my head, but I want to actually see them, and I want to show you my stories. I want to create these characters that you can relate to, that you can understand, and that you can understand and you hate, but then at the end you're like, wow, damn, I get it. Here is what I'm going to do for the next quarter. Well, a lot of it is focused on art. There is a little bit more of social media so that I can grow, so that I can get the business that I want to have. Okay, again, I'm going to try this again. Complete 15 hours of art development. There are art programs that I signed up for. There are Patreons that I have that I want to look at and develop from. There is an artist on YouTube that I had just seen that I was following his tutorials, and I'm a little stuck. And so I don't know if this week, the first week, I'll start posting on TikTok for my art page. Right now, I just want to make sure that I can fully see and understand what he's putting. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I want to do. I want to do background and object art studies. I know that a lot of people who do webtoons and graphic novels, they use backgrounds and then that are already pre-made and then try to incorporate them. I want to do everything from scratch. That is kind of the Brittany doing the most thing. That is just me. I want to do that. Character study and development. I really want to find my style, my character style, and find my voice in my art. And I'm close to figuring out what kind of style that I want. I want something that is a little bit realism, but not too much. I want a nice balance of stylism and realism mixed in there. I'm going to complete my webtoon script. I want to finish it this month, if not next month. I really, really want to finish my script as soon as possible so that I can start building the world around it and learning all of those things in order to incorporate it and get it ready for everyone to see. So like the stories in my head, they play like a movie, so I think I want to go learning the animation route, like how to do a storyboard and all of those things, because that's how it plays in my head and that's how I want to show it. I just have to figure out how to show that in a webtoon fashion. Character sheets and world building, like I was just saying. I want you guys to know my characters. I want you to see them in the process of development. I want you guys to get to know them and find a connection with them. Color theory development, sorry. Color theory is very difficult for me. I want to make sure that I have the right colors and tones so that they don't look muddy, but they all also help bring out the emotion that you see when you see a piece. Okay, again, post twice a month on YouTube. I want to continually stay at that, and so hopefully if I continue and I can do it with ease, I can go to the next level. Okay, I want to grow subscribers on my Insta and my TikTok. After posting once a week, I want to post more so that I can get more traffic and I can be on people's FYP so that they can see me, follow, and support. And then eventually when I do start my own business, I have a nice foundation. And then post 3 times a week on Insta and TikTok, and I know it's a lot. I'm like reaching for the stars here. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, but in order to grow my subscriptions, I need to be more visual. People need to see me, people need to get to know me, and I have to be a little bit more open. I am very, very much ready for this next step. I will say one of the things that I read in The Artist's Way was about fear. And I have a fear of failure, but I also have a fear of success. I know that doesn't make sense sometimes, but it's like I'm afraid that I will become so successful that I can't keep up with the expectations that I have set and what people have for me, and I don't want to let anyone down. But I'm also afraid to never try and fail and then look back at it one day and be like, oh, I didn't do anything. And I already have some of that, and I'm learning to let go of that. And what I mean is, there was a point in my life where I was very stuck. I'm going to say it was right around the time that my parents got divorced, that I just felt very, very alone and very unseen. And in general, I've always felt that, but this one, I just felt myself sinking into this very dark, dark place. The divorce was very difficult, and I was trying to be the mediator, and I shouldn't have been. And I had no one to talk to. And while my mom and my dad tried to get me to do therapy, though the people who were doing the therapy were not helpful at all. One spoke to me like how my sister spoke to me, trying to toughen me up, and that wasn't working. And then the other was trying to shove Jesus down my throat, and that wasn't helping. And the adults in my life who said that they would be there to mediate so that we don't have to get involved all failed. They also were a part of the problem. And because I was going through this dark time, I shut off and just was numb. And I was just floating and wondering. I'm about to get really emotional. Excuse me. I'm not gonna cry. But at that time, I felt like I was drowning. And I was just going through life and going through the emotions. And so much was happening to me. And I just felt like I was drowning and drowning and drowning. And there were so many people around me and nobody saw it. And if they did, they didn't help. And it wasn't until I turned 25 and I was supposed to go down to my sister's to celebrate, and I got food poisoning and I stayed home and I just cried. And I was like, God, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I thought my life would be. 16-year-old Brittany, 15-year-old Brittany, 17-year-old Brittany was thinking about traveling the world, was studying abroad, you know, joining a sorority, living in the city, and I was doing none of those things. And falling in love with someone who truly loved me, and I didn't have that. And here I was, 25, none of those things came true. And I was miserable. And so I decided to come to Korea. And I came here and it was so hard. Financially, mentally, emotionally. And I worked so hard just to get here. That, like, I'm very proud of myself for where I've come, how far I've come. And I have so much more I want to do, and I do have regrets. Like, I should have did something with my art. I should have tried harder. I should have stopped trying to fit in and just focus on myself. I should have double majored. I should have left earlier. I should have traveled. But I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. And I need to keep my eyes on the prize. I need to be disciplined. I'm not crying. I need to be disciplined because I want to get to that place where I saw that daydream of me laying in my studio, looking at the window, outside of my own little backyard oasis. I want to get there. And I know I'm going to get there. So, I just want to say thank you guys for coming along this journey with me. I know I haven't been super consistent and I'm working on it. And I am very excited for what's to come. I'm sorry for getting all emotional. But like, when I tell you it was rough, it was dark. On the outside, it might have seemed like everything was okay. But on the inside, I felt like I was clawing out something to grab onto. But now I'm in a better place. I'm a lot stronger. I have boundaries. I have outlets for me to relax and enjoy myself. I have great friends around me. And I have people who love and support me. And I'm so... Sorry, my window's open. People are gross. And I just want to say thank you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And I will see you guys again. Bye.